Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. I got you. I got you. Slam, slam, slam.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the safety creep. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Flash and turn.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Let's make these babies cry on the break. Alert, alert. Check 15, check 15. These two. Roy, Roy, Roy. Roy, Roy, Roy.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First down, Dolphins.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Balaj. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Balaj. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 14, Steelers nothing.
Watch the block. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. 51 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Take the Pittsburgh. We got to get the ball. Can't get the ball right here. Let's go.
Stepping, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Black 20. Here we go. Low ball. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, wahoo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Black,
to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger will find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Stop.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch. Alert. Let's go. Black it down.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
No spacing.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Shreds the tackle. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger will throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Start! 180! Easy. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Hey, alert! 10.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets it to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to get this to Gordon. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
43 is the mic. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's a gain of 18.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey,
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
80 weapon. Check. Let's 57's
Ben to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Balaj. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. He's checking.
Toss play to Balaj. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Being chased out left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Ready? Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 running.
Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Balaj. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
22, 44. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Alert, alert. World. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
X3, 218, jump.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Snickers.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Let's go.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second down.
Check.
He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
66.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week.